Hi, this is Professor Arujo Moreno with an overview of your course. If you go to the Principles of Accounting, you'll see that the course is set up on Blackboard. The only thing that's really open for you right now is just the course information folder. It's very, very important to make sure you read all of this before you start the course. First of all, let's just go through a couple of quick notes on the syllabus. The most important thing I would say to know on the syllabus outside of general information about the course is how to reach me. This is the best way to reach me, my email, michael.arujo@sunyduchess.edu. Please be careful of the spelling, but that's the quickest way to reach me through the winter session. I don't have any formal office hours, but I would hold office hours on Zoom if you needed any. Simply send an email to me requesting some time, and I will set up a Zoom meeting and open it up and send it out. This is a strictly online class. We use two systems. Blackboard is being used simply to communicate all the course instructions to you. All the graded work is on the Wiley Plus system. The Wiley Plus system access card is required. The access card gives you access into the Wiley Plus system, into our course. It gives you an online textbook for you to use. It does have some printing capability, which is good. It has all the homework assignments, all the exams, and the final project. Everything is on Wiley. And so this is required. There are no exceptions. The physical textbook itself is optional because the access card includes the online textbook. You don't necessarily need a physical textbook to do this course. However, if you wanted one, you could purchase one as well. And that is what the cover looks like. Okay. This course is strictly focused on bookkeeping and bookkeeping skills. And so it's very important to understand that you'll be learning a lot of information in a very short period of time. The grading system is pretty simple. There are 1,000 total points to earn. So the maximum amount of points you can earn is going to clearly help you with your total grade. How this is worked through is that half of your entire grade is basically reading quizzes and online homework based on the chapters that we're doing. You have up to 3 times to do each assignment. So that means up to 3 times, up to 3 chances to get all 500 points for you. We're going to be doing 4 total chapters. Each of them will have its own test. And then at the very end of the class, which you'll know bookkeeping by then, there's a bookkeeping project to make sure that's all coming together for you quite well. And that's also worth 100 points. So again, all of these are in total 1,000. The most you can earn is how the grade's going to go for you. A couple of tutoring options. Although it is a quick course, there's still options. I always include step-by-step walkthrough solution tutorials in the course so that you won't have to worry about so much because I'll have them right in the course. However, if you need face-to-face, and perhaps I might not be available for all those times, you can reach out to DCC Tutoring. Another way to reach them outside of this email address is to click on the Math and Science Center link on the side. The Math and Science Center does the accounting tutorials. This is a very time-consuming course. That's all I can say. This is a very quick course. We're in and out in 3 weeks. And so it's important to spend about 2 to 3 hours a day on course material. Okay. This is time consuming. It's not extremely difficult, but it does take time to do accounting. So anytime you need to learn something new, you've got to understand, you got to put more time into it. Once you're good at it, it'll flow quite well. There's no extra credit in the course, mostly because I already give up to 3 attempts per homework assignment. So there's really no need for extra credit. There's a bunch of extra attempts. So that's all good. However, if you need to quote unquote make something up, or you're late on an assignment due date, specifically for tests and the project, the only way I can extend any of those accommodations is if you've provided documentation that this was indeed an unexpected emergency. Normal examples of you personally being in the hospital, or you having to be in court or jail or whatnot, which is, again, clearly against your will. I do not judge on the documentation. I just want to make sure I'm being fair, that if I'm going to give one student more time, it's reasonable to do so. Again, I have to be fair to everybody. In terms of academic accommodations, we do have them. They're done through the Office of Academic Services. Their phone number is listed here. You need to arrange with them first and then distribute the data to your professors. Duchess is and tries to maintain a positive campus climate, does not tolerate harassment of any sort, including sexual harassment. If you do feel threatened in any way, shape, or form, or you feel you've been a victim of sexual harassment, there's several things that you can do. Certainly you can report various things anonymously, but the better thing to do is to direct your inquiries to the Director of Human Resources at this number and this email address. You're supposed to be honest in everything you do. Dishonesty means, basically you're cheating, right? It's difficult to do that in this class for one reason. One is that even though you might be working on the same company, with Wiley, I'm able to give everybody different numbers. So it's not like you can throw a number out to a friend and it would be the right answer, because it would be guaranteed it would be wrong. But nonetheless, you're in school to prove that you can do things, so you can earn money doing it later on. Being dishonest sort of ruins those plans, basically speaking. So don't do it. If you do it, I do have some options that are listed here. I'm very much interested in putting together an excellent course for you. So I'm responsible to you and will do my best in facilitating this in a great way. But I'm not responsible for you. You are responsible for setting your, scheduling those times. Like I said, it's a daily time. Scheduling those in your personal schedule. It's difficult, I know, with the holidays, but it is a winter session course. Kind of knew that going into it. And so you have to make sure you are putting your best effort forth to schedule the time that's needed to get everything done. It does require you to read, listen to narrated slideshows, do your homework, take notes, study, get a tutor, whatever it requires for you to get through class, that's what you got to do. The next thing you have to know is the due dates. That we are basically doing four parts of the course, representing each of the first 4 chapters in the book. Heavy emphasis on financial statements and the accounting process, the accounting cycle. And so and this is time consuming. It's not extremely difficult stuff, but it is very, very time consuming. So again, these due dates are solid. Okay. As we start each module or each part, it'll end on a certain day, and then the next module will begin. The old module closes. It's not accessible after the due date. So please know that and make sure you put in the time to get everything done. We're going to be using the Wiley Plus system. There's a wonderful video that I have scheduled here for you to watch. And then once you're done reading that, you'll understand how to register for Wiley Plus. The registration for Wiley is required. Everything this course has to offer is on Wiley Plus. Okay. All the homework, all the graded stuff is Wiley Plus. You log into Wiley Plus, you look up the course number is given to you here, and you can register. Lots of options to register. You either already have the code that you purchased from the bookstore, and so you can put it in and get started. You can purchase it directly through Wiley online, or you can also do a little bit of a free trial, but again, it stops. And thus you're going to have to buy the the code one way or the other. So I don't think it's a great idea, particularly in a 3-week course to do that. But nonetheless, just be ready. You should be registered and have access before we start. Okay. So once you get onto Wiley, you will see it looks similar to this. This is my view. This is not the student view. What you'll see are these modules that I have set up, and you simply do them in order. Okay, so the module that's open right now is simply the introduction to Wiley Plus. It's the video that you saw earlier, plus a little quiz on how to use the system. But once we get involved, those everything will be listed for you in order here. It's very, very easy to follow. The home page and the module page is the same, goes to the same place. The only other thing you would probably need to know is the Wiley course resources. Wiley course resources includes the textbook. Okay, so here is the textbook. Once you launch it, you will see that the textbook popped up. Notice it's the exact same textbook that you saw in the syllabus. I had the cover there. The chapters are listed one at a time here. Again, you can go down and look at all of them. You need more reading room. You can do that as well. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. You can do that as well with that button, sorry. And here you've got it. What you have here is exactly what the book is. Okay. This is exactly what the book would be looking at. Okay. The one thing I would say is that every chapter is broken into learning objectives. And so we take one objective at a time as we go through. There'll be homework on each of the objectives and then a follow-up on the entire chapter. Okay. So that's basically the intro here. Get yourself registered, and I will see you in the class very shortly. Take care.